Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Apollo Art Analysis. This episode, we're going to be taking a look at a piece by the AI generative artist and musician August Kamp. In this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about the intimate portraiture here. We're going to talk about the dark displays of foreign figures, and we're also going to talk about the profound power of OpenAI's DALL-E II. So let's jump right into it. So whenever you first see this work, you're met with this kind of stylistic portraiture format here. And we see this, of course, we're met face to face with this really mysterious subject here. And the result is a very intimate visual experience as we're really, of course, met face to face with this very strange, really undefined subject. And so what we see here is what appears to be a subject with a visor holding some type of flower towards the camera there. And so this is incredibly important because, this entire color palette is incredibly drained. Is that kind of hint of color within the work at hand. And so there's no doubt that there's no doubt that this work displays a very dark aesthetic, and you see a very drained color palette, kind of grays, lots of blacks, and the only kind of sense of color is going to be this green and that little bit of hint of orange there. I think that's incredibly important. That really sets the tone of the work at hand, and of course the visual experience for the resulting viewer. And so with that in mind, we see this kind of foreign or alien type of subject here. Has a really dark visor that's kind of cloudy and shrouded, and so that's really, really nice because it's the perfect, really mysterious and mystical kind of ill-defined form, and we don't know exactly who the subject is. Could be some type of aliens, could just be a normal person, although whenever I look a little closely, it does look like some type of alien within that. But it's really hard to tell because it's so crowded, or it's so shrouded, and it's so, say, cloudy as a result of that. And so, with that in mind, what do you guys think we're looking at here? Who is this subject? Why is this subject here? And more importantly, how do you feel whenever you look at the work at hand? And so once again, we see, another piece born from the myths and legends of science fiction. And science fiction is incredibly important because it's really defined our cultural climate for decades. And so we really see that there primarily if this is an alien. So we definitely see some science fiction if it is an alien. We also see bits of science fiction in this kind of futuristic helmet here or there. Of course, not necessarily complete fiction, but I think that is pretty important there. I think my virtual reality is being weird today. It's kind of strange. It was kind of teleporting me, and now it's selecting random things. But regardless of that, we do see the continual influence of AI generative art, and it's really, really profound. Of course, this piece was created by DALL-E II, so OpenAI's DALL-E II is probably the most powerful AI art generator that we have accessible. I have DALL-E II access now. Incredibly, incredibly cool using it. Definitely incredibly powerful technology as well. And so keep in mind, keep in mind and keep a lookout on this artist doing some really, really good stuff. Like I said, August Kamp is a musician as well as an AI generative artist. She's really, really passionate about this scene, and it's quite evident within the works we see. So this piece, she said that this was actually for a new series that she's working on, so I'm pretty curious what the results of that will be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this piece. We talked a little bit about this really dark aesthetic. We talked about, say, the dark displays of foreign forms. We also talked about AI generative art, science fiction, and OpenAI's DALL-E II. Hope you guys enjoy. Go check out August Kamp's other work. She's doing some really good stuff, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. My name is Apollo. This was Apollo Art Analysis, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you'd like to support our work directly, please check out our Apollo community tokens. Apollo Art Exchange is an ecosystem of art appreciation which elevates artists each and every day. Thanks for listening.